If it comes up.
It's in our entertainment section.
Okay. Are we equal? Audio speaking?
Are we equal? Audio speaking?
Are we equal? Audio speaking?
Hello, I am a podcaster.
And oop.
Greetings, Internet. Welcome to But I'm Still a Good Person by Vince Nicholas. I'm Vince Nicholas. I'm joined by my sparkling wifey, Carolyn Nicholas.
Hi.
Hello, honey. Thank you for joining me on our Bed for Our Little program here. Okay, so I see here in my notes that you tried to communicate to me during an inopportune time. Can you give us more details, darling?
You were on the toilet,
Yes.
to be blunt.
Yes.
You always have the door cracked when you're in the bathroom.
I miss you. Yes.
Yeah, so we can...
I don't want to have anything between us. Sometimes I can't have our auras completely cut off from each other, darling.
So you're in the toilet room, and
Yes. Handling business.
I get the notification on my phone that our substitutions for Walmart groceries are available.
Yeah.
Oh, my mother's calling.
Ladies and
Hold on.
gentlemen.
Hello?
And oop.
And we're back. We hope you enjoyed those fine messages from our lovely sponsors. Yes, so I was on the loo, as the British say, handling mines. And then what happened, sweetie pie?
So I got the notification for our grocery substitutions. A couple
Yes.
of items weren't available.
Yeah.
So I run it by you before I approve or deny. So
Yeah.
I'm talking to you.
Yeah.
I'm explaining what happened.
Yeah.
You didn't understand a word I said. You didn't hear anything I said.
Yeah. Well, the bathroom is echoey. There was some. We have wipes in a box, like a heavy plastic box, and that gets moved around and hits our little shelving unit. Sometimes the wall. It was difficult to understand you, and. I realize time is of the essence when the notifications pop up and substitutions, but it could have waited.
No, I should have just handled it myself and
Yes.
trusted my own judgment.
You go, girl.
I don't need you.
Right. You don't need no man.
But is your hearing getting worse?
Yes. Huh? Yes. What?
Yeah, it's like the last month or two,
Hmm.
I've noticed I'm repeating a lot of what I have to say to you.
Huh? What'd you say?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a lot of that.
Yeah. And most of the time I can get by with just laughing and walking away. That's what I do. That's what I do at work. That's crazy, man. And then I head the other direction like, what the hell did he just say? So I was like, darling, can this wait? And I finish up and you're in the kitchen with Len, and I walk out to the kitchen. I said, and I say, so what was the worldwide crisis emergency about? And you said, they substituted your gluten-free chicken for non-gluten-free chicken. And I said, okay, that's
Very important.
I think we'll be fine. We saw Carla. We went to Walkma, as my mom calls it. And then we did Costco Cal Expo because I needed almonds. And the roasted and salted almonds are not available at the Natomas Costco. So the next closest one was Cal Expo. We drove over there. Got you some gas. They have a gas station out there. Fun fact, Costco gas only has the octane grade of 87 and 91. So some gas stations have 4 now. They have like 87, 89, 90, 91. But Costco only has 87 to 91. Less SKUs, honey.
And what's a skew?
It's the product or something.
And oop.
Keeping unit. It's a retail term. It just means product, barcode, product. So like when you go to Costco, there's 2 different ketchups. When you go to Walmart, there's 80 different ketchups. Costco keeps SKUs low, thus prices low, just less selection, but what they do have is premium or whatever, luxury, and so they only have 2 octanes. I saw a guy, at the Costco gas station, he parked on the wrong side intently on purpose, and then he pulled the gas nozzle hose over to the other side of his car where his gas tank was. And I was like, okay. I mean, it was a little busy, but he came off as a little desperate to me, trying a little hard. Grocery store, grocery prices comparison. This is what I did this morning. This is what I do for fun. I got our Costco receipt. I went to the grocery outlet app and also Walmart. And I had 3, and I was comparing prices of stuff we bought at Costco. The biggest, hugest surprise difference. Costco has a box of 8 bags of lentils. They sell for $14.99. We got one. At Walmart, they don't have the box. They sell each bag for over $3. So that box of 8 bags of lentils, 10 ounce a bag, $14.99 at Costco. At Walmart, $28.32.
Wow.
That's crazy.
That's a huge difference.
Yeah.
I appreciate you doing all those price comparisons because I would never take the time to do that, but it's very interesting. I like to see how much money we're saving.
Yeah, I find it fascinating. I'm fascinated by retail in general. Then we went to Trader Joe's because we were in the Arden area. We bought their espresso martini. What is it? A cocktail drink. Yeah. It's a tiny little bottle, costs $10. But if you think about it, if at a bar or whatever, espresso martini costs $12 on the low end, $15, $16 on the high end. I wonder how many espresso martinis are in this bottle.
I think the bottle said it's like 4 drinks total.
Whoa.
So we'll split the bottle and we'll each have like a mug.
Actually, that's an excellent deal. 4 espresso martis for $10. Let's bust it out on New Year's Eve.
Okay.
Tuesday. We don't have the garnish. It's traditionally 3 coffee beans. But we do have, my Aunt Tina gave us a bag of some Ethiopian coffee bean blend or something. We don't have a grinder, so it's just sat in our cupboard for a year and a half now. Let's grab a couple coffee beans from there and garnish our espresso marti in a coffee mug. Because we don't have cocktail glasses.
No, we have mason jars, plastic cups, coffee mugs.
Yeah. We're low rent. And then we went to Jersey Mike's. It's in the same shopping center as Trader Joe's. Because I had a gift card. While we were there, we're sitting there. Guy and girl walks in. Employee greets them. Welcome in. And the guy responds with, "Yep." It was really weird.
It was so weird. Like, do you think that's a acceptable way to greet somebody?
He sounded like the guy from Storage Wars. I don't know what that guy's deal was. I was like, oh, that's the kind of guy who eats a giant sandwich at 10 a.m., but we were eating giant sandwiches at 10 a.m. Oh my gosh. I'm looking in the mirror and it's me. Jersey Mike's, honey, thoughts, feelings, comments, reflections?
It's fine.
Yeah. It's a smidgen better than Subway.
I agree.
Tiny
it's a little bit better.
Yeah. Because I had heard that it's really good from my third favorite podcast, The Doughboys. And they wax on and on about how Jersey Mike's is the bomb and just above everything in terms of sandwiches and subs. I was really looking forward to it, and I was just like, okay, this is mildly better than Subway, but it's not great. I mean, I'm glad we had the gift card. I got the giant size, $18.25 for a Sammy, but it is giant.
It's giant. I didn't think you were going to finish it.
I'm very determined. I know. I saw it as a challenge, but then I was like, what am I going to do? Wrap this up? Because there's a lot of moisture going on. They gave me pepperoncinis. I didn't want pepperoncinis, but whatever. There was tomatoes, and if we had brought it home, if I wrapped it up, we brought it home, it would have been just a moist nightmare. So I ate it all like a real man. And that's why I have hair on my chest. Came home. I picked up 7 pieces of trash. It was just like trash was delayed because of Christmas. And that's fine. But there was no notice. There was no voicemail. There was no email. And then the trash bins are just overflowing because it's Christmas and everyone got presents. So there's gift wrap and cardboard and blah, 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 styrofoam. So there was just trash in the streets. So I took it upon myself to grab our little arm claw picker-upper deal. And I picked up 7 pieces within my jurisdiction. And I put it, I don't judge. I don't know where this piece of trash came from. It could have been from this neighbor. It could have been from the neighbor over yonder. But the nearest garbage receptacle is where I place it. And I'm sorry if I put this neighbor's trash in that neighbor's garbage bin, but I'm not the garbage police. I'm not going to do a full-on investigation. So I just pick up the trash and put it in the nearest open receptacle. But yeah, it was Waste Management is a terrible company.
Worst company ever. Ever.
And you continue with this charade of your organic compost waste.
I'm doing my composting like a good citizen, and then you throw my compost bags in the trash can.
Yeah.
Completely undermining my efforts.
Yes. Well, I have no respect for Waste Management. I don't think they could fine anybody if it hit them in the ass. Barely anyone is putting out their compost. This week we had 1 bag of compost, and I'm like, I'm not rolling out the compost bin for 1 bag, so I just threw it in the regular trash.
I've been doing composting less and less, but if I am chopping up a ton of veggies or fruit or something, and I know I'm going to have a big load of waste, then I will properly put it in the composting bags. Okay. But every day I'm throwing something in our trash can that I technically shouldn't be. Yeah. We haven't got fined yet. Yeah. I wonder...
They can barely pick up the trash. They can't put together fines. And if they do, I'm sure if you just click, I protest, or no, that's not the way it was, they just say, oh, well, whatever, we tried. Sunday morning came. I woke up early to play Sega Genesis. So Lennox sort of gifted me his Grandma Bev got him a handheld game that violates all copyright infringement and embraces piracy, because there's tons of old school video games on there from Sega and Nintendo, Atari. And so I've been playing Madden 95 on it. And this morning I woke up 6 a.m.-ish, had some coffee, and I played Madden. I was the Chargers. I played the Raiders. And in a nail biter, honey, I beat the Raiders 28-27. Yes. It meant so much. Yeah, you could... Stan Humphries had over 40 pass attempts, and you could say my offense is pass happy. But when you got Tony Martin, Sean Jefferson, we called him Shay J back in the day, Mark Say, Alfred Pupunu, my mom used to call him Alfred Pupununu. The last one is correct. And Ronnie Harmon coming out of the backfield. You use your weapons. And yeah, Natron Means might be a fine running back, but look at all those wide receivers I just listed. Okay? Yeah, that's right. It does get frustrating. I almost said the F word.
Wow. While
playing the Sega Genesis the other day. What's it like viewing me, honey? Because I do get upset.
It's, I never see you yelling and cussing playing video games. So it's a different side of you that I'm not used to.
Yeah.
Your toxic masculinity shines through.
Dang right. Yeah. I've shed it for the most part, but this has brought it back out in me. Just when I thought I was out, they pull me back in. So Sunday morning, I'm out in the living room doing whatever, and I see Frankie just kind of scratching at the carpet in front of our bedroom. And so I'm like, Frankie, and I run over to him, and I clap, I'm like, get out of here, or I snap. Sometimes that gets him to run away. And I take a closer look, and there's like saliva on the carpet. I'm like, what the hell is this going on? I'm like, okay, whatever. I get some pet spray we have, dab at it with the moist kitchen cloth, and then he gets under the Christmas tree, and he starts fussing with the tree skirt. I'm like, oh, what the hell, Frankie? So snap, snap, clap, clap. Frankie, stop. I run over there. He runs away. And the tree skirt's all bunched up, and I'm like, whatever. It's almost New Year's, and we're gonna take the Christmas tree down anyways. But then I look closer, and there's brown spots on the tree skirt, and I'm like, what the hell, Frankie? So I don't know if it's poop or vomit. I assume it's poop. And it's not everywhere. It's not a huge mess, but there's stains here and there. And I go, okay, well, I guess we're going to throw away the tree skirt because it's a crappy tree skirt. It's cheap and whatever. And then I go into the kids' bathroom where Frankie's toilet is, his litter box, and there's more brown matter on the kitchen tile. So I go, oh my gosh, Frankie. So I get a couple Clorox wipes, one in each hand, and I spin them. I have like a Ralph Macchio wax on, wax off. I'm scrubbing down the tile. I get the vacuum. I start vacuuming, and then I actually kept the tree skirt there because I figured we would talk about it when you woke up. But I thought, no, I'm getting rid of it right now. So I throw away the tree skirt. I clean up the poop on the tile, and this is a whole thing. And then I'm like, okay, well, I need to start vacuuming. So I start vacuuming, and our tree is crappy. So our robot vacuum is going around, and I'm trying to lift the tree up, and of course it falls apart. It's a 3-part tree or whatever. It breaks off into 3 different sections. So I throw it on the ottoman, and it was a whole thing. So Frankie pooped on the tree skirt. I don't know. Does he hate Christmas? Is he angry that we moved his perch? Is he the Grinch?
Yeah, he wanted to reclaim his corner.
Yeah.
That's his corner. The tree's been there all these many weeks. He was ready.
Yeah. And so it was just, I was dealing with all this, and you were sleeping, and that's fine. I mean, you could sleep in. And it's not a big deal. I mean, you deal with stuff when I'm sleeping, whatever. But I was like, and I'm sorry, Liz Fisher, but I said, F that cat and F this Christmas tree. Okay? I mean, seriously, this was quite the morning.
Yeah, I woke up shortly after this, and you were very worked up.
Yeah.
You were very excitable, and
I was sweating because I was like running around so much.
You were talking really quickly and cussing, and
yeah, well, that was the cocaine. Yeah.
Yeah. So I felt bad that you had to deal with it alone, but
right.
I got up. We put all the Christmas tree away. I took the Christmas tree apart. We worked together, and we reclaimed our house.
Yeah.
Cleaned it, got everything orderly.
Yeah. You want it. So we're going to give away the tree, or I want to throw away the old tree, because after we saw your parents, we're getting a new tree, and we actually bought one today. It'll be here tomorrow. But I want to throw away my old tree. It's a $30 Walmart tree. It's been around for 8 years-ish and served me fine. It served me well. I want to throw it away. You want to give it away?
Well, I think it's in perfectly decent shape.
Yeah.
So around Christmas time, people post on Facebook, does anyone have this or that? I'm going through a tough time.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking it's pretty small. We wrapped it up, and we could just leave it in our closet until next year. And if somebody needs a tree, we could give it to them.
By the way, that's all West Sacramento Facebook has become.
Yes.
It's people asking for, do you have any toys for my daughter? Do you have any food for my family? I start my new job on Monday. Do you have any a couch? Do you have a bed for my family? It's like, what the heck is going on? I mean, I get it, but on the other hand, I don't get it.
It's a lot, but I I hate to get rid of something that's in perfectly decent shape.
Yeah.
And that could go to somebody that needs it next year.
But what about Goodwill? You want to give it to someone directly?
It's going to end up in the trash.
Yeah.
So I'd rather give it directly to somebody. Like, we've given away an old vacuum cleaner, we've given away an old bike, we've given away
bunk bed.
A bunk bed, some furniture.
Yeah.
Yes, I love to directly give away stuff to somebody who needs it.
Yeah.
And specifically is asking for that item.
Yeah. Well, it's a chintzy old Christmas tree.
It is, but I like it. I've been perfectly happy with it all these years.
Until we saw your parents, and I was
well, you know what?
I got jealous of the Joneses, or whatever that phrase is.
They have that tree every year, but for some reason this year both of us were like, wow.
It was magical.
We really were like, we need a tree like this. We need to get rid of our old tree.
It set a spell on us. You kept the tinsel also? You want to save the tinsel? It's very thin.
You wouldn't let me get rid of the tinsel, which probably came from the Dollar Tree.
Yeah.
I'm guessing. You wanted to just throw out all of our Christmas stuff and start
after
over.
what I went through this morning with Frankie Blue, yes.
I understand, but I'm holding on to everything until next year when we reset up for the holiday next year and see what we still need, what we want to get rid of.
Well, that tinsel won't work on the new tree. We need something like with more volume and fuller. Your tinsel's just kind of thin and cheap.
Yeah.
You know what? Throw it in the box with the $30 Walmart tree, and
could do that, or I could take it to work and decorate my cubicle next year.
Okay, there you go. So that was our day. What about your bread, honey? Have you gotten any thank you texts yet?
No.
Wow.
No.
Cut them off. Okay. It's over for you.
Nobody
bitches.
gets them next year.
Yeah.
Kathy Bailey texted thank you that evening. Like right away.
Okay.
But I don't know. Like no follow-up text. No, that was the best bread ever. You're the best neighbor ever. Nothing like that.
Screw you. Let's get to crap we're watching. We watched Gladiator 2. I liked it.
I liked it too.
Yeah. You were kind of futzing on your phone, and I was watching it. I was more into it at the beginning, but then...
Yeah, the first half I was not really engaged.
Yeah, but then you got into it.
Yes.
Let's talk about what really matters, honey. Paul Mescal, he's not a handsome guy. And Russell Crowe, I wouldn't call handsome, but he has a look, and 30 years ago, he wore it well. Paul Mescal, why didn't Ridley Scott cast someone hotter?
Paul Mescal looks like somebody from that era, though. He has that like flat Hercules nose, like the animated Hercules.
Yeah.
Like his profile looks very much like olden time.
Yeah. The opening scene of that movie is like there's 100 ships sailing towards a castle that's right on the coast. So, and the castle has a ton of soldiers getting ready, and they start doing battle with trebuchet and huge balls of fire, and yes, there's CGI and special effects, but it's freaking cool. It's not as good as the first Gladiator, but whatever. I mean, that had its moment in time. But yeah, we enjoyed this. But those gingers they hired to replace Joaquin Phoenix as like the whiny, spoiled brats, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I really liked Denzel Washington.
Yes.
And I liked Paul Mescal.
Yeah.
So lots of good action, lots of good fighting.
Yeah. And the final battle is ugly Paul Mescal versus a 70-year-old Denzel Washington. I think you know who wins. Okay, whatever. Nice hand-to-hand combat. Then we watched Conclave, which is about a bunch of priests choosing the next pope. What'd you think about Conclave, honey?
I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah.
I wanted a little bit more drama, a little more, like I wanted just like a little bit more from it.
Yeah, more nefariousness,
more twists, more more evil.
But it was good. But they do this thing at the end. They do this twist, and I was like, "What the hell is this about?" It just added 15 minutes to the movie. It didn't make sense, just coming in out of nowhere.
It was kind of out of the blue. I think that there had to be a twist with who ended up being chosen as Pope, or like there had to be some sort of reveal. And there was, but I feel like it wasn't super interesting to me.
Yeah.
Or I think, and it like there was no build up to it. It wasn't like some things that happened throughout the movie that were like hinting towards.
Yeah, this guy was in the background.
They hinted that
subplot.
There were talks of like
he went to a hospital.
Something was going on with him, or he was kind of a mysterious character. But I don't know. Like, I felt like there's no like build up and payoff necessarily.
And then we watched Holiday Touchdown: a Chief's Love Story. This is from Hallmark. What'd you think about this movie, darling?
This was terrible.
It was.
This was the third like cheesy romance Christmas movie we watched, and it was definitely the worst.
The worst, yeah. We dug Hot Frosty. Married Gentleman was fun, but those were Netflix, and this was Hallmark, and they lay on the sentimentality way too thick.
It was so sincere and like every scene had some family member talking to another family about their love and their story and their family. Yeah. Come on.
The guy, the love interest, looks like Zelensky and talks like Owen Wilson. Ed Begley Jr., who had a fine acting career. I don't know what the hell he was doing in this movie. I would say it's dang near senior citizen abuse, elder abuse, because he is not acting. He is barely saying the lines. He's not emoting. And you're just like, why is Ed Begley Jr. in this? It made me feel bad, honestly. It made me think about like Bruce Willis, how he's declined mentally. And in his last days as an actor in movies, they were just... Well, a lot of people were making a lot of money off of him, so they were just kind of whisking him from set to set, from scene to scene, and he barely knew what was going on, and it was just a sad state of affairs. I feel the same thing with Ed Begley Jr., but that's a personal pet peeve, I guess. I thought the gal was charming.
She bugged me.
Really?
Yes.
She.
Well, maybe it's just her stupid storylines and her stupid hat, magical family hat. And...
Terrible script. Ugh. The Donna Kelsey of it all, honey.
Too much Donna.
Yeah. I get it. Give her a cameo. Give her a throwaway line. Okay, whatever. That's cute. But she kept showing up. She kept having lines. She kept acting.
She wasn't very good in her acting.
Right. It was just... it was 83 minutes, okay? And that felt long.
It felt so long.
What about the year in reading, honey? Your 2024 YIR, your 2025. What do you hope to accomplish?
Next year in 2025?
Yeah.
2024 was... I read 156 books.
Gosh dang.
Well, actually, I have a book that Grandpa Curtis lent me that I am trying to finish before the end. So that will be 157 books. Okay. I know. How do I read so much? I'm insane. That's how. And it's my number one hobby.
Yeah.
So
2025, is that the most ever that you've been keeping?
Ever.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was unhinged this year.
Yeah. Are you going to try to top that next year? Or?
No way. I'm trying to like read less actually.
Okay.
Because I felt like I was just like tearing through books and like not really. I want to be more like thoughtful, and I was just reading everything last year that I could get my hands on, and I want to be more. I have a list of books that I've really been wanting to read, but I haven't been picking them up. So yeah, I want to be more intentional, I think, next year. But I still hope to read 100 books in 2025.
Cool. I want to read as many celebrity autobiographies as I can.
And you will.
And I will. Well, and not in entirety. I skip around. I get right to when they start being famous, because I don't want to read about my mommy was mean to me and if the kids in school weren't nice, they bullied me. I don't care. Get to the drugs and the drinking and the fame and the celebrity. I miss Lincoln Wynn's scooter beeping in the garage, honey. Do you miss it like me?
I'm relieved. I was scared of opening our garage door. I didn't want the neighbors to hear. I didn't want people to get mad and report us or complain to us. So it's a big relief.
I liked it. I came home from a hard day at work, and it was comforting, familiar, like, I know I'm home. Beep, 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 beep. It's still in our garage. I thought Len was going to bring it over.
He was
today.
going to today, but he left it at home.
Okay. It's fine. It folds up. It doesn't take a lot of room.
Maybe it'll start beeping again for you.
You know what? That's next year's Hallmark Christmas movie.
The magical beeping scooter.
Yes. Lincoln's magical beeping scooter. Alrighty, where are we done, honey?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's the end of the program. It's been fun, but not really. Let's all try a little harder next time. Like, comment, subscribe, follow, review, and rate. Or don't. Do whatever you want. You're grown up. Make your own decisions. Do what's best for your family. Please be sure to use our promo code for Jersey Mikes. We don't have a promo code for Jersey Mikes. Goodbye, my parasocial podcast friends. I love you. My wife and I love you. We hope you have a good day today and tomorrow. And sure, Frankie may have pooped on our Christmas tree skirt. That boy. I mean, if he wasn't so adorable.
You love him.
I do. He's a net positive for our family. But there are valleys. There's peaks and there's valleys. But he's still a good cat, and we're still good cat people. Thank you for caring. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for listening. We hope you have a wonderful day / night. Bye-bye.
And oop.
Ooh. We got chicken.
Is that crispy, juicy tender? I can't eat no longer. And oop.